Times Square is a dense, complex, and highly trafficked area.
Carrying guns will be banned in a wide rectangle from 40th to 53rd Streets between 6th and 8th Avenues, also from 40th to 48th between 8th and 9th.
The signage will be placed at every entry point in the zone.
Okay, let's see the data on how many times gun-free zones have prevented a shooting. Welcome to another installment of Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And let's talk about this. Now, as you know, and I've done a video on this also, as a number of people have done videos on this, the Supreme Court in the NYSRPA versus Bruen case, where they brought down a ruling that New York's permit issuance laws were too strict and they had to lighten them up. In response, both the governor, Hochul, and certain municipalities in New York have kind of doubled down in defiance of the Supreme Court and passed carry restriction rules where you can and can't carry a gun. And one that Kathy Hochul signed into the law, you basically can't leave your house with it. Because if you plan on going to a certain place, you got to be careful to make sure that where you're leaving and where you're going, you're okay. But Mayor Adams in New York has decided to make gun-free zones because those have always worked in preventing a shooting. I'm going to play this video here because we need to see this, and then we're going to come back. You got to watch this.
Just 2 days, New York's new concealed weapons laws take effect.
And the city council is revealing what parts of Times Square will be designated as gun-free zones. CBS 2's Dick Brennan here now with a look at those restrictions. Dick?
Well, Christina Maurice, the area is wider than you think. The U.S. Supreme Court struck down New York's strict gun carry laws. So the question since then, how to stop places like Times Square from becoming the OK Corral? Well, now we're finding out. It seems many New Yorkers support new restrictions on guns, whether on the subways.
Just police should have guns on the subway.
Make you feel safer that way.
Yeah, definitely.
In churches.
I would not like to see a few people with guns on them.
In schools.
Why should anyone without a permit for a gun be able to carry a gun into a school? That makes no sense.
Or at the crossroads of the world, Times Square.
Times Square is a dense, complex, and highly trafficked area.
And so the city council unveiled plans to lay out the new law of the land. Carrying guns will be banned in a wide rectangle from 40th to 53rd Streets between 6th and 8th Avenues, also from 40th to 48th between 8th and 9th.
The signage will be placed at every entry point in the zone.
50 million tourists come to Times Square annually, and 360,000 pedestrians pass through daily. The NYPD says with crime on the rise, the last thing they need is more guns on the streets and subways. But the city was forced to conform with the U.S. Supreme Court decision, making it easier to get gun permits.
This feels very surreal to me that we're talking about a New York where people are going to be allowed to carry handguns in their pocket.
But not everyone thinks the move to ban guns is an open and shut case.
I mean, it honestly depends. It's a 50-50 because some people might feel safe with the guns. Some people might not feel safe.
I mean, I think there are cases where there is a chance where there's a good guy with a gun. But at the same time, you also have people that are criminals or maybe don't have the best intentions. Yes and no.
Yes and no. Also falling into sensitive areas, subways, houses of worship, and other locations. Governor Hochul and Mayor Adams are expected to highlight the new rules and locations tomorrow. Maurice.
Okay, Dick, thank you.
Okay, you heard that and you saw that. Gun-free zones have never prevented a shooting, ever. And this is their answer to gun violence, is to create a shooting gallery. Because that's what they become. Times Square is a shooting gallery. The criminals are like, oh, damn, I'm good. I can go down here and rob and steal and do whatever because, hey, nobody around me is going to have a gun until the police show up. That's 3-4 minutes of me causing mayhem before I even have to worry about that. And so, you know, and the congressperson, the person in the video, saying, you know, I lived in New York City and now I have to worry about people carrying guns. Well, what are you talking about? The criminals have been doing their bidding the whole time. You don't say a word about them, but now you're worried about people who are going to go through the steps to get a permit legally, to get a firearm legally, to be able to carry. Now they're a problem, not the rising crime. No, that's not a problem. It's legal, law-abiding people getting guns and being able to carry them. That's now your issue. That's what you have a problem with. Yeah. And you wonder why New York's, you know, especially New York City, is plunged in gun violence. Because there's no common sense on the council there. None. It, you know, and you just see where this is going. It's just going to get worse. Because criminals now have free reign. Boy, I tell you, common sense is not a virtue among a lot of people. It really is not. It's absent and absolutely lacking. But I always say that they cherish the criminals a hell of a lot more than they cherish the law-abiding. And this is just another example of it. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.